Okay. We thank Mr. Go for the waiver that he sent us, which will allow us to discuss the accounts. There are two accounts of Mr. William Go, and I will discuss also all matters that we learned relative to his accounts from the investigation of Ms. Deguito. We sent Ms. Deguito a show cause letter, and one of the points raised was the falsification of the accounts, alleged falsification of accounts of Mr. Go. Mr. Go has a peso account which was opened in July of 2014, and a dollar account which, while stamped as February 1 opened, was actually opened in our system on February 5, 2016.
Excuse me. So the one that was identified last hearing as being opened on February 1
Yes.
is actually on February 5.
That's February 5.
But February 5 is also the date when the
Yes.
CCTVs are not working.
Yes, and the day when, based on the reports that we've heard here, when all the funds entered.
Yes, that's when the 81 million entered
Yes.
the RCBC. Okay, go ahead, please.
Ms. Deguito explained to us in her letter that she assured us that the accounts of Mr. Go were authentic and belonged to Mr. William Sogo. She said that when she received a call, or she called him, and he gave instructions to her to open a dollar account and directed her to transmit funds to certain accounts, which we are not at liberty to discuss. Pursuant to that, Ms. Deguito sent her messenger to a person who signed as William Go the account opening forms, and he went to a place in Burgos Circle. We don't know why. Ms. Deguito would certainly know who is the person there signing as William Go in Burgos Circle, but that is what she claims. On February 5, a substantial amount of funds entered Mr. William Go's account. $22 million, $22.7 million entered his account. Between 6 to 7 o'clock in the afternoon, 20 million pesos cash was withdrawn from his peso account. And according to the assistant of Ms. Deguito, whom she brought with her from East West Bank as well, her name is Angela Torres, she loaded the 20 million pesos cash in the Lexus SUV of Mr. Go and asked him to sign the withdrawal slip. We have done independent verification, and the addresses are false. The signatures we submitted to
Addresses of whom
the addresses of Mr. William Go
are false?
Are false.
In those two accounts,
in
the
two
dollar
accounts.
and the peso?
Yes.
Okay.
We did an internal verification, and the signatures of his peso and dollar accounts do not seem to match his other signatures in his other account in Trinoma, in our Trinoma branch. And we submitted his signatures in his account opening forms for his peso account, his dollar account, and the withdrawal slip for 20 million pesos, all forms of which were signed in Burgos Circle. And it was made by Truth Verifier System, which is an accredited signature verification company. And for all three, so these are the account opening forms of the peso account, the dollar account, and the withdrawal slip. The findings are, with a high degree of certainty, the questioned signatures allegedly signed by one Mr. William S. Go were not signed by one and the same person, and was therefore a result of simulated forgery. So the bank considers that these accounts do not belong to Mr. William Go, who is currently present here. We would also like to say that we have received further information relating to the William Go account. First, the 20 million pesos cash was actually not placed in the car of Mr. William Go, but we have an affidavit of our customer service head that the cash was placed in the car. 20 million pesos cash was placed in the car of Ms. Maya Deguito, and she drove off with it. We also have, on February 9, and I will walk you through to the extent that I can, given the very limited waiver that we have. On February 9, there was a considerable amount of funds that entered Mr. William Go's dollar account. At around 10:59 in the morning, our settlements department sent a request for freeze relating to funds that entered Mr. Go's account. And they were immediately sent to the branch. And this email was opened by the branch manager, Ms. Maya Deguito, and our customer service head. And when the customer service head, who is currently present, and I have his affidavit here, when he approached Ms. Deguito and said, please open your email because there is a request for freeze, Ms. Deguito said, no, I have an approval from Friday, and she showed an email that had nothing to do with the request for freeze. And then she called her assistant, Ms. Angela Torres, the lady she brought with her from East West, and she said, let's process. And immediately, the deposits to Mr. Go's account were rushed within a 30-minute window. And during that time, I also have in my affidavit here a statement where our customer service head heard Ms. Deguito say, mabuti nang i-process ko yan kaysa mamatay ako at ang pamilya ko. We also know, based on the affidavit of Mr. Agarado, our customer service head, that on February 12, Ms. Deguito gathered some of her entire branch in the house of one of their reserve officers, Mr. Adrian Yuhico, and our service head expressed concern about everything that was happening. And she said, marami akong lawyers, magagaling lahat sa AMLA, bibigyan ko kayo tigi-tigisa. And then she said, ikaw, magkano yung mawawala sa'yo sa retirement mo? 5 million ba? Bibigay ko yan sa'yo, kaya ba? And the messenger taps the customer service head and says, okay na yon, sir. So these are facts that we have in an affidavit.
Could you repeat, please? What did she say? What did she say to?
She told them when he expressed concern about everything happening. Marami akong abogado para sa inyo. Magagaling lahat sa AMLA, marunong sa mga money laundering. Huwag kayong mag-alala. And then she says, magkano bang mawawala sa retirement mo? May 5 million ba? That she would give it. And the messenger taps our customer service head, okay na yon, sir. So actually, I have the affidavit of Mr. Agarado, who is actually here in person.
May we have copies, Mr. Chair?
Yes.
Yes, they will submit it.
Okay. We will
Wait,
give it.
let them finish first.
Yeah.
Let them finish so that, and then we can ask questions.
Before I go, I would like to then make a distinction, and I will ask for your indulgence just to finish this distinction as to what a freeze order is and a request for freeze. Your Honor, when our bank receives a freeze order from the Court of Appeals or any court, it is the settlements, it is our head office, actually the legal group under my watch, that sends out that freeze order, and all branches are alerted simultaneously. When we receive a request for freeze, it is of a different legal effect. It is not a freeze order given by a court. So the process is our settlements department sends it to the branch for them to make an independent verification what it is about. And the obligation of the branch is to step on the brakes. Parang hinto muna. Find out what's happening and verify. Because we as a bank do not have a right to immediately say with a request for freeze, okay, we return all the funds. We don't have that right under the law. We can ask the parties to talk, and if the owner of the account says, no, I disagree, then we have no right to keep their funds. And I will give an example. If a supplier sells machinery to someone and there's a payment order to the buyer given to the bank, so the money has already come into the other side, and then biglang mag-away sila. Then they'll go to the bank, uy, yung perang yan, ibalik mo sa akin because, you know, I don't like the machinery that was sold. We don't have any rights. We can't do anything. We can only tell them, mag-usap kayo, but if you can't agree, without a freeze order from a court, we are not very powerful in that sense, Your Honor. So thank you for your indulgence. Those are my developments. I would be happy to take questions. I
Okay,
have all
you
the
mentioned there
documents.
is an affidavit by your, is it what, customer service head?
Yes, sir. He's our customer service.
What's his name?
Romeo Agarado.
Romeo Agarato.
Agarado, sir. Ay,
Want to-
Romualdo. I'm so sorry, sir. Romualdo Agarado.
Romualdo. Senator Enrile.
May I ask the lady to repeat about what was about AMLA that was said?
Ms. De Guito said that she has lawyers for everyone in the branch. Magagaling sa AMLA, marunong sa AMLA. I'm not insinuating, sir, that they're from the AMLAC. Our AMLAC is a reputable and solid
Magagaling
institution.
sa AMLAC.
Magagaling. I guess they know how to answer claims or money laundering
Magaling sa law.
charges. I can only infer, Your Honor. I can only infer.
Thank you.
You have the affidavit?
Yes, sir, I do.
Please submit it to
Yes,
the
yes, sir.
COMSEC, please.
And we'll give copies to the senators, Your
Yes,
Honor.
please reproduce COMSEC and distribute to the, so he's here, this Romeo Agarado.
Yeah, pinagbibigay ko pero...
Romualdo. Yes, sir. Please come forward. COMSEC, administer the oath.
Sabihan ko pero hindi ko alam kung nagawa eh. I can take it.
Please, administer the oath.
Kasi kung Friday hindi ko makuha. Okay lang.
Mr. Agarado.